welcome. We're going to do a quick review of something we've already covered and a topic that'll be on our competency test. So we're going to do units of measurement, specifically the metric system. Like I said, we already started this, but we're going to do a review and we're going to combine everything and do some practice. Alright, so like I said, within the metric system, they all have the same prefix, right? Kilo, hecta, deca, you have the base unit, which we'll get into more detail, deci, centi, and milli. When I say base unit, what do I mean? What I mean is that within the metric system, there are different types of measurement, right? Sometimes we're going to measure how heavy something is. Sometimes we're going to measure how far something is, okay? And so if we're measuring how heavy something is, we're going to use its mass, right? And the base unit for mass is grams. Gram, right? The other type of measurement is volume. How much liquid can something hold, okay? And the base unit for volume is liter. Alright, lastly, distance. How far something is. The distance from here to Hargeisa. And the base unit for distance is meter. Okay. We're going to practice converting all three of them in between different, right? Between them. Alright, so let's start with mass. Okay? Like I said, the base unit is gram. So our base unit here is going to be gram. Right? It's going to be kilogram, hectogram, decagram, right? The base unit is gram, decigram, centigram, milligram. Okay? Remember our acronym for how to remember the prefix. King, Henry, die, our base unit, drinking, chocolate, milk. Right? That's the acronym we use to remember. But I've already given it to you, and we're going to convert 15.8 grams to milligrams. Okay? So on the left of the base unit, we have bigger units. To the right of it, we have smaller units. Okay? And when we convert from left to right, we are multiplying. When we go this way, right? We multiply. And when we go this way, from right to left, we divide. Okay? And I'll show you. So 15.8 grams. So where is grams? Right here. But we're going to convert to milligram. Where's milligrams? Right here. Okay? So we're going from left to right. When we go from left to right, we multiply. Okay? We're going to multiply, right? In the base system, it's powers of 10. We're going to multiply by 10 to the power of how many spaces are between them. Okay? So it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 10 to the power of 3 or 1,000. Conversely, we just move the decimal 3 places to the right. Okay? So during our decimal unit, I told you that if there's zeros, if I add zeros here, that doesn't change the value of this number. So you can use zeros as a placeholder so you can see exactly where the decimal ends up, right? And so how many places are between gram and milligram? It's 1, 2, 3. Okay? So we move the decimal 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to end up here. You can remove that, it becomes, and then the point 0 is no longer necessary. This is the same. So it's 15,800 milligram, right? 15,800 milligram is the same thing as 15.8 grams. Okay. For the second one, we're going to do meter. Okay? Volume. And it's the exact same thing. The only difference is the base unit is now liter instead of gram. Okay? So it's kiloliter, hectoliter, deciliter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. Okay? And we're going to convert from liter to milliliter. So liter is the base unit, it's right here. Milliliter is right here. So this is this, right? This is very similar to our previous example, right? We're going from liter to milliliter, so it's 1, 2, 3 decimal places. And when we go from left to right, we multiply, okay? So we're just gonna move 3 decimal places. Or we're gonna multiply by 1,000, 10 to the power of 3, okay? So we take the decimal place and we move it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So the decimal place is here now. The 0 is no longer necessary. And we put 0.0, but that also is not necessary. So it becomes 664. So 0.644, 664 liters to milliliters is 664 milliliters. Okay, for number 3, we're going to convert distance, right? The base unit is meter. Meter. Here. Same thing, we're going to go from meter to centimeter. The meter is here, centimeter is here. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 2 decimal places. And again, we're going from left to right, so we multiply. Okay, we multiply by 10 to the power of 2, which is 100. Okay, so when we have it like this, 263, right? We just add 2 zeros. 1, 2, right? It's 2 decimal places. Right, it'd be 263.0 basically, which is 1, 2. We just add another 0, and we take off the decimals. So it's 206. It's 26,300